Minnesota Senate Republicans held a listening session on prescription drugs tonight at Bemidji City Hall. The room was packed with community members as they heard from Michelle Benson, the chair of the Health and Human Services Finance and Policy Committee in the Minnesota Senate, as she talked about proposed solutions for high-cost prescription drugs. Senators Paul Utke and Justin Eichhorn were also part of the panel. Some concerns brought up were centered around the rebate system, imported drugs, manufacturing prescriptions in the United States, and insulin. A proposed solution Benson mentioned during the session is a reimportation alternative pathway for FDA-approved drugs that would be available to Minnesotans at a lower cost, and it would involve partnering with manufacturers.
You have a national drug code for this drug, but you send something identical or nearly identical to Ireland, and that's not subject to rebate. Can you give it a new code, and this pathway to the manufacturer would just send it to their wholesaler. They would put a new drug code on it. They would label it for sale in the U.S.
Benson says they would then send it through a wholesaler to Minnesota pharmacists and would be available to patients. The purpose of the listening session was to answer and gather questions and to listen to Minnesotans voice their concerns about the cost of prescription drugs.
Hopefully help out in the healthcare market, plus at the same time bring the costs back to where they should be. You know, you walk up to the candy jar and there's a lot of good stuff in there. It's really easy to grab a whole handful, and I think that's what's been going on recently.
Bemidji was the third of 5 stops on their series of listening sessions.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland PBS.